Get it together here, Dre. Gonna try to put my big boy pants on here and put a show together after we were just robbed of a win. We both were on Stanford at plus money against North Carolina, and honestly, the robbery went all the way back to an absolute garbage technical foul called on Stanford that really just changed the momentum when I thought we were about to run away with things. So screw you, refs, is what I have to say.
Everything that is wrong with sports happened in that horrendous technical call on Zaire Williams, the star freshman for Stanford, who really is why I was riding with Stanford. He was playing great. The refs try to get in the poor kid's head and then bail North Carolina out at the end. On top of that, I lose a parlay with the one leg that doesn't hit being my minus 455 leg. Ryan, I mean, come on. And then the most devastating backdoor cover I have endured in my life last night. That was horrendous. That was terrible.
Take us through it.
Well, I mean, I was counting my money already. It was looking like, okay, Chris Carson couldn't get the first touchdown. I was riding with Angry Andy. Carson gets us the interception on that. But luckily, I'm sorry, I'm confusing my Carsons here. Carson Wentz gets us the interception. Chris Carson doesn't get the first touchdown, but does get a touchdown to cover the first touchdown in insurance. The other Carson Wentz props don't really go well for us. But what I said I wouldn't do on the show, and this is a classic, it's like when you say, don't hammer the Buffs, you mean hammer the Buffs. When I say, so I won't be parlaying the Seahawks -6 and the under, I clearly mean I will be parlaying those two. I did the second we went off the show. It was looking like automatic, easy money. I'm counting my winnings already. I'm starting to figure out how to reinvest. It was just a beautiful Monday night. And then you, me, and Allie were texting, and things quickly started to go south. And I'm saying, well, I'm a little scared about the Eagles covering here, which sounded insane because the Seahawks are up by
15.
But I watch enough Eagles football to know Doug Peterson will go for 2. And of course, they get the most absurd Hail Mary, the tipped Hail Mary, one-handed save. Come on. And then they convert the meaningless 2-point conversion too. It was devastating.
So you do realize that it's your fault. For every single Seahawks backer in the world has you to blame.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
You said you weren't going to parlay them. The second that you parlayed them, one of them was guaranteed to not hit.
You know what was worse, Ryan? When we were texting, I didn't think it was as bad as I did then realize was when I was texting you guys, I still thought I got the Seahawks at -6. So I thought, they pushed and ruined my parlay. No, I got them at -6.5. So full on devastation and hurt. Yeah.
What sucks for me is, well, first of all, I didn't get in on any team. So I just had the props. And I thought maybe that 50-yard catch would have been enough to put Carson over his prop, and he didn't do it.
It was absurd. Carson, what was going on? They couldn't move the ball at all.
I don't know. I mean,
the under was beautiful.
How do you excuse 6 carries for Miles Sanders?
Yeah, you really can't. Can't. Or any of those Jalen Hurts packages. I mean, those were terrible. They were, as predicted, terrible.
Did I miss something? I thought he was only on the field once.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Yep, he really was.
So all that noise was for nothing, and we still didn't hit our props. Except for Carson to throw a pick, which came at the worst possible time. In true Carson Wentz fashion. Okay, so we're down right now. We're down on our luck. But, Andre, I have good news. What if I told you I could guarantee you a $43.30 profit tonight?
Oh, Ryan, you have done a great thing. You have done a great thing for us all. You have raised my morale, and you are quickly going to raise the morale of all our listeners because go ahead. I would say yes, please. Yes, please. I need nothing more than guaranteed money right now, my friend.
Okay, well, the good folks at DraftKings love to hook us up with free money. And there's a couple different ways you can do this here. You can either gamble it or you can take the free money. I am in free money mode because I'm struggling right now and I need the free money. So here is how it works. There is a plus 200 odds boost available for either Kansas or Kentucky tonight. Kansas or Kentucky. That is great. That means you choose either one of them and you can get them at 2-1 odds. The thing is, Kentucky itself is already at 1.65 to 1 odds. So this is when we take a little trip to a place I like to call Hedge City.
Yes, Hedge City.
Now, if you're interested in watching the game and gambling on it, this won't be the most fun thing you can do here because you're going to be on both sides.
Yep.
If you just want $43.30, what you're going to do is the odds boost, put it on Kansas, the full $50 allowed on Kansas. Then you go to the money line for Kentucky, and you're going to put $56.60 on that. No matter what, you have now walked away with $43.30 profit, or right around that area.
Yeah.
Why? Because you've invested $106.60, and I guess it's $43.40. You've invested $106.60, and you are guaranteed to walk away with $150 from one of those bets.
Yes.
So
correct.
This is called free money. It's not gambling. This is just business.
Yes, that's right. It's like using a coupon that's actually a good coupon and is free money. Like the coupons we give, not like the coupons some other places give where there's a little more hoops to jump through, you know.
I will say, though, there is a gambler's way to play this, so you can still gamble and mitigate the risk. And I don't know if it is exact, but I believe what you do here... Yeah, okay. I'm trying to remember because I was typing this into my DraftKings app earlier today to see what it would look like. So you're going to put the full 50 on Kansas.
Yes.
The only way this works is if you want to gamble on Kansas. Put the full 50 on Kansas. And then what you do is you put, I want to say 30 it is. Austin, I don't know what it would be if you only put 35 on Kansas.
I'll figure that out.
Okay. Andre can do that for you. But there are resources.
Yes.
If you want to gamble, you put 50 on Kansas. You put 30 on Kentucky. And what that means is if Kansas wins, you come away with like $70 profit. If Kentucky wins, you just break even.
Yeah.
So that's how you gamble on Kansas with no risk.
Yeah, exactly.
If you were gambling on this game, Andre, which we are not, we're just taking the money. What would you think of it?
Yeah, so you'd win 90 if that's correct, if you just bet 30 on Kansas at the plus 200. So a really interesting matchup. The only two teams, or one of the few two teams ranked in the top 15 who actually have a loss on their record, despite just being 2 games into the season. Kentucky, of course, with that surprising loss to Richmond, and Kansas with a very competitive loss to Gonzaga, who really looks sharp early in the season. Kansas, the much more experienced squad here. Kentucky, I believe they've played 2 games thus far this season. The first game of the year, I was hearing no one on Kentucky had even played a game of college basketball till that point. So that's why Kansas is the big favorite. They're the ones with the most experience, and that's kind of where I'd be leaning.
Yeah, so Kansas is a much better shooting team, and that is
much better.
It just ends the conversation for me right there. There was a part of me that just wanted to put the full 50 on Kansas and walk away.
Yes.
But I'm trying to be smart here because I've lost a lot in the last couple days. So I just need to take the easy profit.
And there is a path to where all those young guys on Kentucky who are insanely talented, Kentucky always one of the most talented teams in the country. I don't have to tell you that. Where they really get up for this matchup against Kansas, they've already got that loss against Richmond out the way. They kind of play with house money and light it up, and it's much more competitive. We will see this from Kentucky, like in the opening non-conference first 2 weeks. There's always that one game where one of the star freshmen goes off and they have a big game. So I think we're smart to hedge, though. I had the same thought. For a second, I was like, oh man, Kansas is like free money. And then it was like, no, there's real free money on the table. Let's just take that.
Yeah, exactly. Always take the actual free money, not the metaphorical free money.
Correct.
One game that will be fun to gamble on here is Duke and Michigan State. A great slate tonight. This one, no free money available, so we have to evaluate it the regular way, I guess.
Yeah.
So Duke and Michigan State, what interests you here?
This is a really interesting one. It's going to be played at Duke, if I'm not mistaken, and it's going to be really interesting to see Cameron indoor with no fans, man. Truly lame. Kind of a sight I never thought I'd see, and one, frankly, I don't really want to see.
It's going to look like Cameron total landscaping.
Yeah, it is. It is. Wow, you just amplify your repertoire every day. I appreciate that so much. So Duke's really talented, really deep. I think they are on paper the better team, but not super battle tested, kind of young. And Michigan State doesn't have their leader in Cassius Winston, who just went to the draft, but they do already have kind of not a signature win, but they've shown to be pretty good against Notre Dame. And it's tough to bet against Tom Izzo. So gun to my head, I was leaning Duke, but then you see the odds and it's such a toss-up. I am intrigued by the value on the Spartan side. I'm actually kind of hoping to talk it out with you and see if you can steer me one way or another.
You know, I don't know. I'm really torn on this.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to bet on Tom Izzo. Which always feels easy, but it's Tom Izzo against Mike Krzyzewski, so it's like that kind of gets eliminated in my opinion. I want to see something that this is what intrigues me the most. I'm trying to open this article here from our friends at Action Network, which for some reason I cannot open. But Michigan State is the more experienced team.
Yeah.
And this early in the season, remember I said that on the very first day of college basketball, give me experience, give me proven shooting, and give me proven coaching. And I know Michigan State has at least two of those things.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can find the actual numbers for you here.
Yeah, I think that's decent reasoning. It is tough for me to trust Duke. Also, Duke they stink a little of overrated to me. You know, it's these teams early on, these young teams where it's like, oh, they've got a lot of 4 and 5 star recruits. Sometimes you got to see, you know, is this a for real 4 and 5 star or are these some overrated guys? You know? Yeah,
and again, you know, they only really lose Cassius Winston from their lineup there. Yeah. And last season, here's some really, really sexy numbers here. Top 10 in effective field goal percentage allowed, 2-point percentage allowed, and 3-point percentage allowed. So they lock down. And like you said, that translates when you have willing defenders, that goes anywhere with you. And I think a younger team like Duke could be flustered by that type of defense. So with that said, I'm also kind of interested in the under. So there you go. Michigan State getting 4 points. I think there's something to be said for just taking the 4 because this could go down to the wire.
Yeah.
Would we have won if we took the freaking points in that Stanford game? What did they end up losing by?
Well, when I got in live, let me see. We probably do cover there, Ryan.
What did they end up?
Was? Oh no, they lost by 4. They lost by 4.
I think it was right at 4 when I took it, so it would have been a push. So I might take my own advice here and learn from my mistake and just take the 4. And that way, when it comes down to a single possession late in the game, you'll feel safe.
4 and the under. Love your call on that one.
Don't parlay them, Andre.
Love that call. That's phenomenal advice by you, Ryan. You guys parlay that. That's guaranteed money. That's the Ryan Koenigsberg guarantee right there for you on this beautiful Tuesday.
Sad you can basically tell where my DraftKings account is based on whether or not I'm in support of parlays or not.
It's so true. It's so true. That's right. You were on fire for a second there. You had like 2 weeks where it was like, oh yeah, what parlay are we doing today?
I know, and I kept hitting them, and then I just had a gambler's worst nightmare on Sunday.
Yeah, boy. I would have repaired a lot of things on Monday.
You know what you really need as a bettor? An accountability buddy. Someone who's just there to say no. But you know, when you're deep in the sauce, you don't tell anyone about your bets. You're just doing them in secret under the table, and then cheering afterwards if you win, and just pretending like nothing happened if you lose.
That's right. It's a quick like, well, oh, let me fix this loss real fast. In your head, like I can make up for this, and yeah, it just turns into a darker and deeper issue. So, yeah, that's how it is. What do you say? Should we guess some NFL lines?
Last one I want to talk about, because this one, to my eye, was really intriguing before we did some research on it. There's an odds boost for 3-pointers made at the Champions Classic. And that is, of course, Duke, Michigan State, Kentucky, and Kansas. The 2 games we just talked about. Yep. The odds boost is not that exciting. It's from -110 to +110 on 31.5 total combined 3-pointers of all 4 of those teams.
Yeah.
That sounded good to me on the surface. And then, Dre, you did the research. In their last game, all 4 of these teams didn't even get close to this number. No. Each one of their last games, if you combine the numbers, they hit 24 threes.
Yep.
7.5 short. And so if Guy can help us out here, that's bait.
That's bait. That is definitely bait.
I don't know if he still has it.
So unfortunately, that is on the work computer, not on my computer.
Yeah. Boo. So anyways, that is bait. Even if it hits. You know what else told me it's bait? You can't bet the under. Because after you said that, I was like, oh, okay, I'll just take the under on that. Not available.
Yep.
Not available whatsoever.
Don't see that boosted at all, do you?
Yeah. Before we move on to the NFL line guessing, I want to tell you about our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook, where they're giving out this free money tonight. As our guy D-Line Co. said, it's a coupon, but printed on a $50 bill, which is pretty close to what it is. A $43.40 bill, to be exact.
Yes.
And that's the best coupon you could ever get. So only at DraftKings Sportsbook can you get in on stuff like this. Don't try and go, hedge this at some other sportsbook, or else you will be SOL, because you won't have that odds boost available to you. Right. So check them out, and also get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you sign up and use the code DNVR at DraftKings Sportsbook. And then you can reinvest all of those sign-up bonuses into ideas like this and just make yourself some free money. So get in on it. Make sure you check it out. DraftKings Sportsbook. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough, and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. That's 1-800-522-4700. All right, Dre, let's guess them. Hit me with them.
All right. We're going to start off. Well, we don't have a graphic for this, so don't worry about it, producer guy. Have you seen the Broncos-Chiefs line yet?
Yes. I did see somewhere that it was set at 14.
Oh, I guess 14.5.
Okay. That's a really good guess.
I mean, it seems fair. Seems pretty fair.
The Broncos in the Vic Fangio era have not once put up a decent fight against the Chiefs. So that's concerning. Sunday Night Football at Arrowhead. Don't love it. Sure don't love it.
No. Literally hate it. The problem hasn't so much been the defense against that Mahomes offense. I mean, obviously Mahomes has gotten his. It's been that the offensively the Broncos have not been able to hold their end of the bargain. You see the one divisional opponent who has been able to give the Chiefs a fight, the Raiders. They're the one team who is able to hold up their end of the bargain offensively. So that'll be a key. That kind of reeks of an over too when we put it that way as well. 50.5. Interesting. Okay, we start with the real game that we need to guess. I need to pick it up. You've been whooping me for a couple weeks in a row here.
I beat Hank last week too while you were gone. He needed to win the last one to force a tie, and we tied on the last one, so I got the win.
Oh man, that sounds pretty exciting. Okay, Las Vegas Raiders go to the New York Jets.
Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the New York Jets. Raiders -8.
Oh, I said 9. It's 7.5. Damn, Ryan. Damn.
Hot start.
I can't believe the Raiders did us like that this last week, and the Jets, man, the Jets. Oof. I don't know.
What did the Jets do this last week?
That's a great question. Were they on a bye?
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm forgetting completely what they did. No, they got whooped on by the Dolphins, 20-3. That's
why did I not take that? You know what? That was my biggest problem this weekend. I wasn't I loved the slate on Friday, and then I came into Sunday all shaky, and I didn't bet my upset of the Titans at +150. That would have hit for me. I didn't bet that game that I was super confident in. They were only giving the Dolphins were only giving like 7 points in that.
Right.
I need to get back to basics, Andre.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm excited to do a full week of this, and I'm excited for some college basketball to make up our winnings. I'm excited for some guaranteed money. We're going to get back on track. That was just a wacko, bizarre week. Okay, you start off with that W. We go to Tennessee, where the 8-3 Cleveland Browns are taking on the Tennessee Titans, also 8-3. Titans just beat the Colts, a revenge game, and Cleveland somehow managed to muck it up in another ugly win themselves this week against the Jags.
Oh, Tennessee's the home.
Tennessee's the home team.
Tennessee -3.
Tennessee -3. I said 6.5. It is 5.5, and I get
nice. Good win.
Yeah. Are you leaning Cleveland, or you think that's a pretty fair
line? There's value in Cleveland for sure. I like the Titans. I keep making money on them. So
I like the Titans too. That was great against the Colts this past week.
Yeah, it was.
Next, another kind of lopsided matchup. We're going to go to Minnesota, the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Vikings in Minnesota.
They don't know what to do with the Jags right now.
Nope. Nope.
Is it double digits or not? That is the question. It's going to be right around there. I don't think the Vikings are good enough to earn a double-digit spread. Give me Vikings -9.
Wow, 9.5. Aced it. I was on 13.5 as soon as you said the question's going to be double digits. I knew you were going to nail that. Very well done. Yeah, to me, the Vikings are another team that it's kind of hard to figure out what to do. You know, there's teams like the Vikings, the Texans, the Falcons, even the Browns kind of fall in this category where I just don't know what to do with them. All right, let's move along. Cincinnati going to Miami. Sadly, we definitely won't have Joe Burrow. I don't think we'll have Tua. I'm not sure it really matters.
No, it's better without Tua.
If you're a Miami backer, it's actually better. Yeah, what you got here? Double digits here, Ryan?
No. No. Miami not quite good enough to earn a double-digit spread again. I'm gonna actually go with the same number. I'll say 9 again.
You are going to beat me by a half point. I said 8.5. Tis double digits. 11.
Oh.
11.
Yeah, I'm still not betting on the Bengals.
Oh, the Brandon Allen? You're not going to place some of your hard-earned money on Brandon Allen? You don't think?
The fighting Brandon Allen's not going to do it for me.
Not feeling it. Okay, well, you've got a 3-1 lead. We are going to move along. The NFC South, our second favorite division in the NFL, of course, or AFC South, sorry. After the NFC East, of course, the Colts take on the Houston Texans. The hot Houston Texans under Romeo Cornell. Juggernaut. Yeah.
No, because they just lost their best wide receiver and arguably their best corner to substance abuse or whatever you want to performance enhancing drugs. That's what I was looking for. Indianapolis -7.
Wow. I said 2. It's just Colts by 3.
Oh, I hate betting against Deshaun Watson, but I might have to do it this week.
I hate betting on stupid Phillip Rivers.
I know.
But this one is tempting. This one's definitely tempting. We are going to move on to the Midwest, where we go to Chicago, where the Detroit Lions take on the putrid Chicago Bears. They're so bad.
The Detroit Lions are also putrid, though.
Oh, they're bad. They're real bad.
Who's the home team?
Bears. Bear down.
Can we get that graphic there?
Yeah.
Bears
Detroit at Chicago.
Bears -3.
I said -2. It's -3. You're on the money there.
Yeah. Give me the home team and the 3.
Yeah, I should have gone with a straight up line.
That's the action game of the week.
Yeah, that's the action game of the week for sure. For sure. That's some real like Central Michigan, Northern Illinois vibes right there. Okay. Yeah. another hot team, the Atlanta Falcons hosting the New Orleans Saints. And I mean,
oh, I'm gonna love this.
Yeah, you probably are. I too think I'm gonna love this.
So give me Falcons +4.
I said 3.5. It's 3.
And I want it. Give me it. What's the money line?
+150.
Yep. Falcons money line. Hammer City.
Against Taysom Hill, you might want to jump this on this early.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As long as the Saints keep trying to pretend like Taysom Hill's a quarterback, and they play a competent team, I'm betting against them.
That was so bad. Giants at Seahawks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, the world is like buying in on the Giants 2 weeks after you did. I saw like several talking heads today say they're their favorite to win the NFC East. The problem is they might not have Daniel Jones this week.
Huge.
So with that in mind, give me Seahawks -8.
I said -8 as well. We tie. It's -10.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And we are 1, 2, 3 for me. You're at 4. 4-3 for you.
And a tie.
Yeah, and a tie. We move on to the Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Cards, man, really letting you down.
That is where my downward spiral on Sunday started. I doubled down on the Cardinals when they were losing. I got them at like +135 or something. And it was all setting up for me to be a genius until Zane Gonzalez, for the second time this year, cost me significant dollars by missing a crucial late field goal.
I'm a Zane Gonzalez guy too, and yet he does that to us. Terrible.
He's dead to me. I don't know.
So.
I don't know how to react to that because I always bet on the Cardinals. So I don't know how to react to him being dead to me. With that in mind, Cardinals the home team. Rams are awesome. Rams -1.
Oh, I said -2. It's Rams -3.
Oh, we're all tied.
We're all tied
and
up.
Just jot me down for the Cardinals right now. +150 there too.
138.
Oh, a little parlay. Falcons, Cardinals parlay, a little bird parlay.
You're that bullish, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I might as well put the Seahawks in there too. Oh no, that was -10. That's a lot.
Yeah, -10 is a lot. I don't know if DJ's back. I kind of love the Giants in that one. Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers.
The poor Eagles, things are already going bad enough for them, and then they have to take on Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers in back-to-back weeks.
Ryan, we professionally covered the Denver Broncos. Terrible profession to be having in the year 2020. We then live with, you a bigger Eagles fan than me, a Bears fan, but still, if they're on national TV, we're watching the Eagles, we're watching the Bears. Horrible teams. I mean, our households are just devastated by horrendous football. Then we got to watch the Buffs against San Diego State in that, game that's cooked up last second. That wasn't exactly very entertaining. I think this like low level football is really, it's like tarnishing my soul, Ryan.
How dare you involve the undefeated Colorado Buffaloes in a sentence that said low level football? But
I don't think I did. I say that?
You did. You did.
Yeah,
so I take offense to that, and I resent that. But with that in mind, the Broncos and Eagles are enough to kill a man on their own, or the Broncos and Bears. So I understand what you're saying. If it weren't for the Buffs being fantastic, my football life would be pretty tough right now. Like Nate Landman and Jarek Broussard are and of course Noyer the Destroyer are single-handedly carrying me through life as we speak.
Bless their souls.
Yes, bless their souls. Okay, it's Eagles at Packers.
So bad.
Man, this is another one. The question is just, is it double digits? And the Packers being at home makes me want to say yes, but the Eagles, like their public perception just isn't quite bad enough yet, I think, for it to be double digits.
How can it not be, though?
You're
kind of right, but
no one
yet they backdoored me yesterday. So who am I to say anything?
No one thinks the Eagles are like even as bad as the Giants. And the Giants' public perception has turned around. I'll say that no one thinks the Eagles are as bad as the Cowboys, and they absolutely are.
Yeah.
So it kills me to say that. So I think it's just going to be just short of 10. I'll go 9.5.
I said 8.5. It's 9. Another tie.
4-4 and 2 ties.
4-4 and 2. This is a good one as we round into the final 4 games, starting with the New England Patriots. Apologies. Going to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers.
What are the Patriots? Like, how did they beat the Cardinals last week? I still don't understand that.
And then 2 weeks prior, the Ravens, but then losing that terrible game in between those to the Texans.
The Texans, man, they're the wild card of the entire league.
They sure are.
I'm going to say New England is -1 here.
We are in agreement. The book is not, because this is Chargers -1.
Oh, well, at least we were close. So that's another tie.
It's another tie, yep.
4, 4, and 3.
Yeah, what do you think of that? You think that's fair?
Yeah, I mean, it's a toss-up game. I think they could have given the 1 to either side and just gotten out of there.
I guess that's true. And we are down to our last game because I do not have lines for the football team Pittsburgh and the Dallas Baltimore, as those two teams will be playing tomorrow. We will still guess those, and then we'll figure this out. Buffalo at San Francisco, though. It's our final official on the DraftKings Sportsbook.
Man, Buffalo is the better team for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to be the
Oh,
favorites. The 49ers have just been like sneakily being decent despite having no reason to be.
Yep.
6-3. I say on a neutral field, this is 6. Take the home 3, give them 3.
Give them 3. The kid did it. Congrats to you, Mr. Koenigsberg. I said 3.5. It's 2.5. It's 2.5.
2.5. Wow,
like
that was
Bills.
really close. Damn, that's our closest matchup ever.
Down to the wire for sure.
Half-point win on the last game.
Yep.
To break the tie.
A lot of really close wins on either side there. Yeah, and then on the slate, we'll also have football team taking on Pittsburgh. You know, we were talking about double-digit games. To me, that's a 2-touchdown game where you got to kind of figure that out.
13.5 or something.
Yeah, I put it at 14.5. And then the final one will be Dallas at Baltimore.
Well, the reason this isn't up is because we don't know what's up with Lamar Jackson.
Well, that's true. That's true.
And speaking
if
of
not,
that,
they wouldn't need to wait.
As I said yesterday, we got to talk about this game before we get out of here because it will be going on tomorrow at 1:40 p.m.
Yeah.
And it's Ravens Steelers.
Yep.
The Lamar Jackson list. Who is their backup?
RG3. Robert Griffin the third.
Jesus. Robert Griffin Jr. the third.
Well, the bigger problem is Mark Ingram and J.K. Dobbins are being.
No, they are.
They will be?
Yes, because of the NFL fondling the balls of any team that isn't the Broncos. They will get their guys back tomorrow for this one.
Right. It's the old ball chortle that gets in there.
So with that in mind, I like the Steelers -10.
Oof.
I just think, this is actually going to be just a bloodbath.
It's a classic COVID game. If this was normal circumstances, I'd say no. Harbaugh's going to get his team up. They'll be ready for this game. Big division rivalry. It's going to be a muck it up. It's going to be an unders game, and they'll keep it closer than double digits. Without RG3, without like a consistent practice the last week, I really don't know what to do with this. It's an under. It's an under, no doubt. I have zero confidence on the spread though. Zero. It's a mega stay away from me.
Oh man, I say Steelers by 3 scores.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're probably right. This probably is one of those games where, gun to my head, I'd go with the dog. I'd feel right about it. 20 minutes of game time in, I'm thinking, wow, that was a genius pick by me. I knew exactly. And then as the game progresses, you start to realize, well, the Ravens can't convert first downs and their defense wears down and Pittsburgh starts to pile on the scores. And then by the fourth, it's like, yeah, I really messed this one up, and I shouldn't even have taken the live line at plus 18.5.
28-10 is the final.
Well, that's an under. So we agree on that. Okay.
All right, there it is.
There you go. Wednesday night football. Wednesday afternoon football.
My supported parlay of Michigan State and the under. Let's get it.
Oh no! What's he doing to us? Oh no!
I said I don't support it. I don't believe in parlays.
Well, that's what I did yesterday, though, right?
Yep.
Oh, Ryan. Oh, no.
I said don't do it.
Okay.
Just take it straight up, Dre. Take it straight up. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for us on DNVR Bets Daily. Enjoy tonight some college basketball. Enjoy your free money that we turned you on to, and also enjoy some midday National Football League football tomorrow. We'll hop on whenever that game ends.
Yeah, nice.
All right. Talk to you guys later.